Rob Rouwenhorst. I am the Director of the Marketing Institute at the University of Iowa and lecturer in marketing. I earned my Bachelor's of Computer Science at the University of Iowa along with minors in business, history, and psychology. I earned my MBA at the University of Iowa, and I also earned my PhD at the University of Iowa. I took Intro to Marketing, fell in love with it. It was the topic, it was the instructor, and it combined my passions of psychology and business, and I still continue to this day think of marketing as kind of the intersection of those two. And so I said to myself, I could go on for another 2 years of undergrad to get my degree in marketing, or with my business background I could go on for an MBA in marketing. So a guy named Erwin retired this year he was a dual professor in marketing and psychology, and Erwin told me, he hired me on, he interviewed a bunch of candidates, and so he wanted me to interact with the class, and the second week of the class he asked me, and I don't remember the question, but he asked me, "Hey Rob, what's your opinion of this?" And I got up, and at that moment I just fell in love with teaching. It was unlike anything that I had experienced before. So I knew that if I wanted to teach at the college level, which I did, that I had to, basically it's not 100% necessary, but it certainly helps to get your doctorate and your PhD in it. So I decided to go on for my PhD because of my passion for teaching. The Marketing Institute is basically where we take the top, usually it's about 16 students every year, and then we have them work on real-world projects with companies. So they've done numerous different projects. I try and have students work on at least 1 to 2 every semester. It just gives people talking points during their interview process for internships and jobs. My role is just kind of the facilitator of all of this. I connect the students through kind of our mentorship program with alumni now that are placed in different fields in marketing. I connect them with our board members. The marketing degree, it allows you to do so much, which is both good and bad, because it's good in the sense that you have many, many different opportunities. It's bad in the sense that you may not be an expert in one thing, whereas, accounting, okay, I get it, I'm going to be an accountant somewhere doing this one thing, whereas marketing, there's sales, there's retailing, there's advertising, there's promotions, there's brand management, there's event planning, PR. I mean, there's so many different fields that one can go into. I think it comes down to 3 things. One, you got to find your passion. Now, how do you do that? I mean, some students come into college and they think, this is my one thing, and they stick to it, and that's a very, very few. There are some students that think, this is my one thing, and then they switch all the time. And then the majority of students have no idea. And so my advice for all students would be, get out there and really try and join as many clubs as you can get into. Try and take a diverse set of classes, because you really, really don't know which is going to be, the passion that you're going to experience for this class, this topic, etc. until you do it. Number 2 is just have true grit. And by true grit, I mean just stick with it. I would wish and would like to see more students that have kind of this gung-ho attitude of, I'm going to stick with it and just do it. The third thing is give back. I think it's very, very important that students give back. Those that spend the money on other people are always much more happy at the end of the day than those that spend it on themselves. And so your time, it can be financial as well. So those are my 3 things. Find your passion, have true grit, and then give back.